Welcome back, Witchlings! So I got excited about making potions and lotions, so I decided to make my very own tallow. Join me, let's make tallow together! Okie dokie, so what you want to find is something called suet. And I would say it's easy to find, but I will tell you, this is the third place I went to. But now that I'm here, there's so much of it. Look at this gigantic suet. So we're gonna use this to make our tallow. Pretty. Look at all that tallow.
Tallow.
So yeah, this is just suet right now. So what that is it's beef fat. And it's super freaking cheap. So like half these didn't have prices, but they're like $1 a piece. And you can make these into like anything. You can make them candles. Look at $2.50 for this. It's like what, $2 a pound. But you can make this into candles. I'm gonna be making it into probably like facial products and like lotions and stuff, the magical kind. So I'm sure there's tons of videos about how to make tallow, but how many videos out there can tell you how to make Magick Tallow? Just me.
Falling over everything.
Watch me make Magick Tallow. It'll be just moments for you, but for me, it's probably be like a week. So keep you in the loop on that. Like and subscribe. Look at that giant slab of fat back there. There's the bags. Look at this vat of fat. This is a giant vat of fat. Look at how big that pot is. And it's full of fat. Now we're going to fill this vat of fat with water also, so that we separate the fat from the chunks. Okay, so I would super be careful of this too, because look at that disgustiness. First of all, meat is gross in general, but I think this is like still raw. So just wash your hands a lot. It's hard to wash it off your hands. You have to use like dish detergent because it's just pure fat. But yeah, this is gross. No qualms about this. Like, I hate touching meat. This is meat. It's gross. This gross pile of fat and organs is our first boil down. And I'm still getting some chunks, so we're trying to smash it out with a potato masher. Like so. Try to break up some of those fat chunks. Because anything that doesn't melt down to pure liquid gets tossed out. I'm trying to get every last bit of the fat out, so I'm trying to use a strainer to get through some of this fat and get it through. So what I did is after I strained a little bit at a time of the big chunk fats, I dumped all that into this jar with a strainer on top. I strained it all, and then I strained it a second time back over here again. And that's all that's left over from all that fat. So like that's all the meat chunks that are left over. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this into the fridge overnight and check out what it looks like in the morning. It should be a big old disc. Good night, sweet suet. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, magic people. Let's check on our tallow. Ooh. It's hard, but gross. We're gonna have to render that out. So that was round 1. Now we're gonna do it all over again. But this one won't be as gross, because we don't have to smash the fat chunks, because they're already smashed. I'm gonna make a sigil to make this tallow pure. So now that it's got the first grossness out of it, I feel like it's not connected to the cow as much anymore. I definitely respect that beautiful cow for doing this. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a sigil. I have some scrap piece of paper, as you can see. I've used it for 1,000 things. So, and I'm gonna write out what I want it to say. I don't know if I dig that. Let's try again. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It looks like a little guy with a moon on him and a ring. Cute! I love it. Pure and clear. Okay, now it's time to put that sigil into my tallow so that it gets rid of these chunks. In here, I have my athame. This athame came from a resale shop, so I was trying to keep it alive before it went out of business, but it did go out of business, unfortunately. But the knife has special meaning to me because of that, because I love that shop so much. Sorry for the rattling. But here is my affirme. Or it came from means a lot to me because thrift stores and resale shops mean a lot to me. Okay, I'm trying to take off as much of the guckus as I can, because the more I get off each time, the less I'll have the next time. All ready for boiling time number 2. We're boiling again. It's melting. It's melting. Come, child, come see my tallow. See? It's tallow. It's oil. And we're making it pure. We're purifying it so that we can make it into spells. Okay, so there's a bit of foam on top here that's bothering me. This looks super gross, so I'm just gonna scoop some of that off and throw it away. See how it's got like a discoloration on there? I don't know if this is what I did last time I made tallow, but I'm doing it this time. It does not seem very pure, so I'm gonna make it pure. You shall be pure. Purification round 3. Yeah. So this one is all set now. As you can see, it's getting much more white. I already put my sigil for purification on top here. I will tell you, the longer you leave this in the fridge, the easier it's going to be to get out, because these are going to disconnect here, because it's going to get tighter and tighter because the molecules get tighter and tighter as it gets colder. But now I would say it's ready for its last round. For the last round, we're actually going to get sacred with it. So we're going to use some moon water to purify the last time. Moon water. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to start taking this apart now. Let's try to get it out of here. There we go. Yay! Okay, here we go. So here's some of that junk in the back that we're going to take out. You can see there's a little bit of grossness. So these are going to chop off. Look at this. Look at this pure tallow. It's some moon water. I make so much moon water that I can't put it in sacred jars anymore because I fill up all my sacred jars. So they're in bottles. So here is some moon water, and we're going to use this to do the last purification. Oh, I will let you know, every time in between purification processes, I do bless it. So I fill it with my intentions, like use some of my energy.
Okay.
Oh, whole bottle of moon water. But this is a lot of tallow. So this will last, make tons of spells. So many spells. Okay, we're gonna boil this up one last time. It'll go up to like what about here. We'll let it cool, maybe 2 days this time. And then we'll package it up. Yay! Yay! We have pure tallow. Pure tallow. Okay, check it out. So it's so pure that it pulled all the way against here, and it has a little separation space, which is pretty cool.
Against the wall?
Yeah. So see how it's actually like wiggling.
It's also bubbling up on the corners.
Because it like actually sucked down.
Wow.
So it's pretty sweet. So I've been sanitizing these, and I have since I brew.
Can you show me the glass? I don't.
Brew stuff. I use something called Star Sands, which is right behind you. I'll use wood. It sanitizes things, and you don't have to rinse it out. It's just like super, super pure, adding to the purity. But if you don't have sanitizer like that, which I would imagine you would, unless you brew, then you can just boil. Like you can have boiling water in there. So now we got that all sanitized. As you can see, I already have my insignia on top. We're just gonna crack it apart and take off the last layer. Had a mishap where it overflowed and it got on the burners in the stove, and it totally smelled like if you snuffed a candle. So I think it's good.
It definitely did something.
Okay, a little bit of meat.
That little chickaroonies.
That you do not want in your mix because that will make everything go rotten.
Ooh, rotten. Wait, that's not it. That's not it either. She's already cleaning it off, everybody. It's all good. We're gonna have sweet candles.
You could have candles.
Or food. I mean, it kind of depends.
Yeah, you can make it into food. I'm gonna make it into lotions for my face and hands.
All sorts of things. Tallow. It's what's for everything. Add it to the chunk. Add it to our little treasure trove of cheese. There's so much more.
As much as we could possibly fit in here. I have a little extra too in the fridge. But I was trying to charge this crystal with some energy to help keep this in good vibration.
I'm picking up good vibrations made out of fat. It's gone now.
It's in there now. It's gonna be part of that for forever.
I hope there was enough positive vibrations.
I was hoping it'd stick out a little bit, but no.
Don't think you can retroactively fix that.
I could still do this.
Yeah, I guess you could also. Bless it. Get the tongs out and pull it out.
No, it's fine.
Have the dog jump in there and pull it out. Oh man, Sally.
Cool, feels pretty good.
Awesome. You did a lot of work. You should feel very proud about that.
Should I put it on now or when it's done? I'll wait till it's done. Cooling down. Let that just enjoy its life right there for a minute and cool down. And in the morning it should be reasonably hard. So yay! And then we can make spells with it. Woo! Thanks for joining. Make sure to like and subscribe and ring that magical bell, my wonderful witchlings. Wowza, that's a lot of tallow. I'm gonna be able to make so many lotions and potions and whatnot with that. I probably could even make some candles, and you guys could too. Make sure to try this out. It's super easy to make. It's really cheap. It's really just a little bit gross because it's made from an animal. But other than that, make sure to leave me a comment if you're interested in anything else like this. Tell me what other things you'd like to see me make and teach you how to make. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you subscribe. Bye, witchlings.